more. And let's say it is at 2040, they will give you $8,000 to cash this policy in.
That's a cash value.
That's a cash value, but it's only a cash value. That does not become part of the death benefit. It's only cash value. But say you need a little bit of money, this is true cash, so you can take it to the bank as a loan. You can talk to Beniva, and they will give you that value as well. But whatever you take, you have to deduct that from the overall face value. Okay. So now I want to explain dividends to you, because with your policy we have face value, it's when you pass away. We have cash value if you need it during your life. We also have dividends. What dividends are? So let me explain cash value. Cash value is technically an overpayment of your premium, just so it's there. So it's built up in cash. That's how insurance companies work. But a dividend, because this is a participating policy, that is actually profits of the company. So you remember how I said that Beniva is a mutual insurance company? That's how the profits are made. They're paid back to policyholders like you. Now, as we go through here, you'll notice that we have all kinds of different options on your dividends. One is you can take it as cash. Now, if you do take it as cash, we have to worry about taxes. That's not what we elected, but you can do that then. You can use it as a premium reduction. So say times are tough and you can't afford the $95 and you want to have the dividends start paying some money, you can do that. We can change that. We can have it as a paid up addition, which would be paid to the $100,000 whole life policy. Or this is the election that we did. Enhanced protection. Enhanced protection is extra life insurance. Now, the reason why we took this option is you'll notice it's a 1-year term insurance. So when we talk about term insurance, as a general rule, term insurance is an overall cheaper type of insurance. 1-year term is the cheapest of the cheapest insurance. So we're actually every year getting more and more insurance for you based on that policy. Okay. So next thing I want to go over, where are we here, is this is when Beniva will not pay you. Okay? Because we want to make sure that you are comfortable that if you do any of these situations, that they will not pay you your policy. And that's the way insurance companies work. But where we are different, I'm going to tell you when Beniva won't pay you. Okay? The first is if you commit suicide. So this is what we call the 2-year suicide clause. So, you seem to be great every time we meet, but if you get down, you do understand that if you do commit suicide within the first 2 years, the only thing you're going to get back is your premiums.
Not the full money.
Not the full money, but anytime after that, hopefully you don't commit suicide, but anytime after that, you do get the full face, or your beneficiary receives the full face value. Next is what we call incontestability. Now, there is things that you can do. So if you've lied on a policy or misrepresented on your policy, you may or may not get paid on how it comes out. So what incontestability is, let's say you lied on this policy, on your application. And the most common lie is being a smoker or non-smoker. You said you're a non-smoker. If they've determined that you were a smoker later in life, like you've been a smoker by the time when you took this policy out later on, the only thing you'll get back is your premiums. But if you misrepresented yourself, which is different, and I'll explain that in a second, Beniva has 2 years to catch you. 2 years. So what's misrepresentation? So I'll go over one of the questions that we asked here, because all the questions are here. So let's see, here's some of the questions that they may have asked. Oh, here's a question. This is a common question, and you answered it no. Has your biological parents, brothers or sister ever been diagnosed with, we have this list, stroke, cancer, diabetes, Huntington's disease, Parkinson's, et cetera, right? So you have a brother, you told me. I know my brother. He doesn't tell me everything. Maybe he was diagnosed with diabetes and I had no idea. That's on the list. I answered no. I truthfully answered no, which you did here as well.
Okay.
But if my brother has diabetes, unbeknownst to me, and it has been disclosed to a doctor, Beneva has 2 years to figure that out.
Okay.
After the 2-year time, they honestly take my word and they would pay out the full premium or the full face value of the policy. Okay? Any questions about that?
No.
So that's how the misrepresentation works in the incontestability. So those are the big things that we wanted to talk about here. Let's see if there's anything else that we really need to go through. Okay, all your medical histories here. More than welcome to go through it all. You answered all the questions and it's all there. And that's basically your policy. That is for you. Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Everything is good.
Okay, Philip, so do me a favor. You have 10 days to review that.
Okay.
Take the 10 days. If you have any questions, I'm here to address anything you have. More importantly, later on, if somebody says to you, oh, your policy does this or that, again, the policy is the contract, but I'm more than happy to help you out in any way.
Within 10 days?
Well, any other time, but you have 10 days to cancel your policy.
Cancel the policy. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Thank you so much, Philip. Yep.
That's how we deliver policies.
Yeah.